Good morning, students. How are you? And after a long time, after half yearly examination, I'm going to continue my lessons again. And now today I'm going to revise the poem on killing a tree. Okay. So a very nice poem with a very nice theme is written by J.V. Patel. So who is the poet here? J.V. Patel. I'm writing the name on the board. So he is the poet here and a student about the, let me tell you something about the poet, and then I will be telling you about the central idea and the theme of the poem, and of course the background of the poem. So J.V. Patel is a very famous Indian poet. He is an Indian poet and playwright. Patel is also a practicing doctor. So children, see how talented he is. He is not only a doctor but he is a poet. Very few people are there of the science background and of the literature background. So he is such a talented person. He was born in Mumbai in 1940. So where he was born in Mumbai in 1940. He completed all his education from Mumbai. So from all his schooling and higher education was completed in Mumbai. His first collection of poetry was entitled Poem and was launched by Nazim Iskai in 1966. So children, his first collection of the poem, he has written many poems, and those poems were collected by Nazim Ezekiel in 1966. How Do You Withstand, Body and Mirroring are some of his famous poem collections. He also wrote famous play like Princess, Savaska and Mr. Behrama. So these are some of his famous play also. He conducted a poetry workshop in Rishi Valley School for more than a decade. He also edited a collection of poetry which was published in 2006. So children, he edited a collection of poetry, and that through someone it was published in 2006. So as you can see, J.V. Patel was a very talented poet, playwright, and of course a doctor. So now children, on killing a tree, I will be telling you about the central idea of the poem. First of all, children, this poem is full of irony. And irony is a figure of speech. It is a poetic devices which passed a sarcastic comment. Okay. So in this poem, there is a beautiful ironic statement written by the poet about killing a tree. That means, children, we are killing a tree, but it is not easy to kill a tree. It takes a lot of time to kill a tree. Actually, he means its opposite. He taunts how trees are being killed, but they must not. So he is still in what he is taunting, that how cruel we are. It takes a lot of pain to cut a tree, but trees, they never die very fast. We have to work hard a lot to kill a tree. He further says that a tree is hard to kill with a knife. And children, cutting the tree with a knife is next to impossible. It is very hard to kill a tree with a knife. The tree takes years to grow from the earth. He says to kill a tree, its root must be pulled out entirely from the soil. Children, we cut the tree and we think that the tree is dead. So it is not dead. The tree will die only if we will pull out the root of the tree. No, children, nothing would be left of a tree outside or inside the ground. That means unless we will not pull out the root of the tree will never die. This poem also conveys a message that a tree are our lifeline. So children, this also conveys a message that trees are our lifeline, and it is not easy to kill a tree. So they must not be killed. He instructs how a tree is killed. He gives out the message that trees are something pious and like human beings. So he is telling it is very difficult to kill a tree. They are also very pious. Okay, they are human friendly. they never do any harm to human being, but human being are such a cruel hearted person that they are cutting the tree for their own sake. He conveys that the tree is very deep rooted and cannot be wiped out easily. Now children, to kill a tree we must pull out the root, which is not an easy job. We can kill the outer portion which is outer the earth through the axe, through the bulldozer, but children, it is not easy to pull the root of the tree. He indicates and compares it with evil, which is also deep-rooted in the surrounding and cannot be uprooted so easily without changing the environment. Now children, he is comparing the root of the tree with the evil things. Okay, children, evil things, they doesn't go out from the society. They are remaining from years, they are in the society and they will be remaining in the society. So it is not pull out the evil thing out from the society. Similarly, children, we cannot pull the tree out from the ground, because children, to kill the tree forever, that means we have to pull out the root of the tree, and the tree, children, which was there since last 100 of years or maybe more than 100 years, so it is not easy to pull out the tree. Similarly, children, we cannot pull out the evils from the children ground, from the society. So he indicates and compare it with the evil which is also deep rooted in the society and in the surroundings and cannot be uprooted so easily without changing the environment. Now the poet wanted to say about, I will be telling you about the theme of the poem. The poet considered the tree as a living organism. According to the poet, it has the right to live like any other creature. Okay, the poet considered the tree as a living organism. According to the poet, it has the right to live like any other creatures, but the man is killing it with utmost cruelty and salaciousness. The poem indirectly gives out a strong idea that trees are our lifeline. Okay, they are very much friendly with us, they never harm us, so they must not be killed. The poet instructs how a tree is killed, but at the same time he tells that if you want to kill something, kill it in a very nice manner. It should not be left half. You should not, children, hurt it. Like what do? We cut the upper portion of the tree dry. The main portion, the trees are not uprooted. Okay, so they feel a lot of pain. So here he is telling that if you, he instructs how a tree is killed, but actually he means its opposite. It implies that a person shall be a murderer if he kills in this way. He said that a knife will not do harm to a tree. At last, the poet conveys that if the tree is killed, it must be uprooted completely. So he is telling, if you want to kill, so killing a tree is just like the murder of some other human being, because they are very much pious, they were very much friendly with us. So they should be considered as the murder of some other human being. But even then, if you are killing a tree, he advises that it should be uprooted. That means the root should also taken out. And on stating this, the poet taunts the people cutting the tree. The message in the end is that trees are something pious and like human being. He is telling that trees are something very pious and they are like human being. They are precious, so they must not be cut. The poet also conveys that the tree is deep-rooted and cannot be removed easily. He compares it with evils which he thinks are deep-rooted and cannot be removed easily. Now, main points of the poem, children, are: a tree takes a very long time to grow. After the years of struggling, the tree rises out of the earth and brings leaves. So children, when the tree is a plant, the first thing what happened, we see two leaves are grown from that plant, and slowly the plant grow up. Okay, it becomes larger in height. Okay, the height increases, and then children the root also becomes strong, the trunk also becomes strong, and finally children that small plant turns into a tree. So after the years of struggle, the tree rises of the earth and brings leaves. The well-grown up trees cannot be cut by the simple jab of knife. Now children, if you will stab the person with a knife, the person will be killed. But it is not easy to kill a tree with a knife. If you will stab the tree, it won't do. Maybe it might be harm to the knife. Your knife must be harmed, but not the tree, because they are very strong. The trees are cut roughly by striking heavy blows. So children, if you want to cut tree, you have to bring a heavy blows to them with the help of the axe, not with the help of the knife. The poet compares tree with the human body. Now the whole body, the poet is comparing the tree with the whole human body, and the tremendous effort is required to uproot a tree. When a tree is uprooted, it life drains away children. So finally children, if you want to kill a tree, the poet is telling you have to uproot the tree. Cutting only a trunk is not the solution. Then you will be half killing that person, half killing that tree. That is more painful. So he is advising that when the tree is uprooted, its life drain away completely. Then it die completely. It goes limp and finally it meets its end. And children, it goes in limp, that means it start withering, it start drying, and finally children, the life is completely finished from the tree. It becomes withered, it becomes dried up, and it indicates that the tree is dead. So children, this is what is the main point of the story. Now children, I will be doing the explanation part. Okay. First, I will read the poem. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its laborious height, sprouting leaves. So children, a lot of difficult words are here which I am going to tell you, and then I will be doing the explanation part. Okay, first of all, the meaning of jab. So to kill someone in a very cruel manner, that is a jab. Consuming, and children, or you can also write the meaning of jab, to hit something in a very forceful manner, or now. Then crust. Crust is upper layer of earth. Crust is upper layer of earth. Absorb. Absorb is to take something in slowly. Leprous, affected with leprosy. Leprosy is a disease children with the skin turns white. Okay. Laborious is affected with leprosy. Hide is out of view. sprout to produce leaves. Sprout is to produce leaves. So now I'm going to read the poem for you. Listen carefully. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its laborious hide, sprouting leaf. So, children, the poet is telling to kill a tree is not a easy thing. It's take a lot of time to kill the tree. Okay. Now it takes much time to kill a tree. That means it takes a lot of time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of knife. Naturally, if you will jab it with a knife, jab means to kill forcefully with a knife. Okay, so that will not do. It will do it. It has grown, and children, nothing will harm to the tree if you will jab the tree with a knife. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth. Okay, and children, the tree has grown. It has taken all the nutritious thing from the earth. Okay, it has grown slowly, consuming the earth. It has children. Uh, it takes a lot of nutritious tree from the earth. Okay, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust. And children, after taking a lot of nutritious thing, it starts growing. It grows up. Okay, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, and water. And children, since years, after a year, it is absorbing to take. It takes a absorbing means to take something very slowly. So children, what does it take? Very absorb from the earth, minerals, water, okay, all these things. Then from the earth it absorbs, and when it grows up, it absorbs sunlight. Okay, all these things it absorbs. So rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Leprosy, I told you first of all, leprosy is a type of disease. Okay, leprosy is a type of disease. So the children, it consumes the earth. It reabsorbs sunlight, air, and water. It consumes the earth, and it takes a long time to kill a tree. The hide of the tree has been called leprous because of its ugly and diseased appearance. Children, if the tree looks beautiful when you look from far away, when you will go near the trunk of the tree, you can see the rough surface, the rough brown surface. And if you will put that the bark of the tree, you can see something white color, plain white color portion. So it has been told the hide of the tree has been called leprous because of its ugly and diseased appearance. That means it appeared very ugly and very diseased. So hack can chop, but this alone would do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will eat, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature bow, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. Now, children, lot of a difficult word is here again in the second paragraph, second stanza also. Okay, so hack and chop. Hack is to cut. Okay, and chop is cut into pieces. Hack means to cut, simply to cut, and chop is to cut into pieces. Okay, the chop meaning to cut into pieces. Now, but this alone won't do it. So children, only by cutting and chopping to pieces will not kill a tree. It will not help anyone. Bleed. Okay, not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal. And children, when we will jab it with knife or when we will cut it, children, the bark will heal, that means the bark will dry up, and the wound of the tree will heal. And from close to the ground will rise curled green trees. Again, children, since the roots are not uprooted, what will happen? The tree, the bark, the trunk of the tree, it will grow again. Again, the tree will start growing. That means it has not been killed. Okay. So hacking and chopping alone will not be sufficient to kill a tree. Okay, the tree will grow again, the tree will expand again, uh, the bleeding bark will heal soon, curled green twigs will arise from close to the ground. Children, again, children, what will happen? The curl, the twig of the tree, it will rise from itself. It will rise again from the ground. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be rock tied and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out in turn. So children, what it want to tell? Will rise curled green twigs. Children, again the curled twigs will be rising. It will not be killed completely. Okay, and still that curled twigs will be rising again. And the miniature bow, miniature means a small tiny bow. Again, children, it will be, if not unchecked, again it will expand and grow into a large tree. It will increase in size, and it will change slowly, slowly, slowly. With the time passing, it will grow into a large tree. So now I will be explaining you the third stanza. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be rock tied and pulled out, or pulled out entirely, out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. Okay. So, children, first of all, write the word meaning here. Pull means to take out or remove. Pull means to take out or remove. Anchor is hold. Okay, we anchor the ship. What do you mean by anchoring? To hold the ship, to anchor the boat, to tie the boat rope with some strong children support, so the boats will not move. Okay, so this is the meaning of anchor, that means to hold. Rope, it's a cord, to tie or cord. Entirely is completely. Strength is the quality of being strong. Exposed, to disclose. Sensitive is delicate. So children, now the poet is advising that if you will kill the tree, if you will jab the tree with a knife, it won't work. If you cut it again, the tree will grow up. Okay, the blood, that means the blood which is there, not the blood, the transparent blood which we cannot see, it will dry again and the tree will grow up again. So he is telling how you will cut the tree in the third paragraph. So how you will cut the tree? Children, to cut the tree, you have to pull out the roots from the tree. It is written, no, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. Okay, so it is anchored in the earth. The earth is holding it back, and you have to pull it out from the earth to kill permanently a tree. Children, the earth, then it is to be roped, tied and put out, snapped out. So the whole, children, the tree, then after, children, it should be pulled out, it should be uprooted. We cannot just do like this and we will not, it will not get uprooted. So we have to pull it very hard by tying a rope only, that we can do. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely, And children, entirely means completely, not even a single part of the root should be left. Each and every part of the root should be uprooted. It should be pulled, should be tied a rope, and then it should be pulled. Then only children we can kill the tree completely. Out from the earth cave and the strength of the tree exposed. Okay, out from the earth cave. The earth protects the tree by giving its life and allowing its stem to spread on the tree. Okay. So children, we have to kill the tree when we will put out it entirely from the earth like cave, and the strength of the tree is exposed. And children, uh, we feel okay, the tree is very strong, we cannot pull, but if we will try our best, the tree will come out, it will be uprooted, and its strength is exposed. That means it is with a bit difficulty we can pull up the root also, and thus exposing the strength of the tree. The source, white and wet, the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. So children, the stem is white and wet. Wet, children, with the blood. The tree also have blood which we cannot see. It might be a transparent blood. Okay. And the source, white and wet, the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. And the sensitive part of the tree, that is the delicate part, that is the root, now comes, which was hidden from long time from the inside the earth. And the earth anchors the root in its soils, and it was balancing the tree. Now children, fourth stanza. Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, drowning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. And children, these are some of the words which shows that the tree, how the tree will be dying after getting uprooted, what will happen. Scorching is to burn slightly. Scorching is from the heat of the sun, the tree is being scorched. That means to burn slightly. Choking is breathe, okay, and hardening is to become hard. Twisting is turn, wither is to become weak. So the poem is on killing a tree, and the poet is J.B. Patel here. It is the tree is scorched, okay, and chalked. After it's burn out, chalk is to block its teeth. Now tree cannot breathe anymore. It is chalked. And burn, scorch is, it is burned slightly. And children, in sun and air, browning, it becomes brown when it is kept in the sun for some time, and then it started hardening. Twisting of the leaves will be there automatically. It means they are dying, to prove that they are dying. Okay, it dies after withering. And hardening is to become hard. Twisting is turn. Wither is to become weak. Wither is it becomes weak. Scorching, choking, hardening, twisting, and withering are some of the process that led to the death of the tree. So, children, student, you can see that how a tree dies. It takes a lot of time, okay, and not only time, children, it's very difficult to cut the tree, okay. The tree will go through the process of browning and then hardening, twisting, withering, then ultimately the tree finally dies. And a tree takes a long time to get itself killed. Only when the roots are exposed, scorched and choked in the sun and air, the process of dying starts. So children, these are some of the way that how we have to cut the tree. Though we should not do that, we are doing it every day. Lots of trees are being killed. Okay, now some people are pulling the tree through the bulldozers also. So we should not do that, children, because trees are always friendly. We get a lot of things from the tree. It gives shelters to animal. We get shade. We get fruits. Okay, we get wood. okay, to make our windows, chairs, table, furniture, doors and windows, so many things. So children, before cutting the tree, the writer had advised, it has told you how to cut the tree. But what I feel that before cutting the tree, children, until unless it is very urgent, we should not kill a tree. So with this, I end my poem here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Good morning. I am Purnima, and once again I stand with